Oh, that's a hard question. I'm just me. I'm middle-aged, a lawyer. I'm living in the city. I love my job. I dive in my spare time and take photos. I like working for Aboriginal people. Funnily enough, you would think that it's me giving them advice, but it's not. It's me learning from them. That's what gives me the greatest buzz, because they're the oldest culture on the planet. They've got so much knowledge that we as Australians have just put aside and put them down. We treat them like ghosts, and we're ignoring that massive well of knowledge that we could be tapping into, and it could be solving so many problems in Australia but also around the world, particularly with the environment. The way they care for the environment is eons ahead of us. So it's that kind of knowledge. The ocean is just an extension of the land, and certainly in Aboriginal culture it is part of Mother Earth. They have 4 things that are sacred to them, which is the heavens, the earth, the seas and spirituality. That's their 4 main tenets, and there really is no difference between the earth and the water. You have to look after it. If you don't, it's like harming your mother. It's Mother Earth, So if you harm Mother Earth, you harm yourself and you harm others. And you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing down here, which is, looking after the natural world. I grew up around the ocean in Kilcoyle, on the northern beaches, and so I've always loved the sea. My grandmother was a really good swimmer. She swam for Australia and the state. My mother was a good swimmer, and so the water's always been around us. There's a number of reasons I dive. One is to get away from the phones and the internet and people wanting things from you, because they can't bother you 30 metres under or 20 metres under. But I dive to appreciate what it is that we have, even though we have done our best to ruin it. And I also dive to get that, I think it's the same thing that people get when they climb mountains or see beautiful scenery. It's just that sort of factor. I don't know. I've got a friend who climbs mountains in Ireland, and he says the same thing. And I just wish everyone could get that feeling. I know this is cliched, it's a completely different world down there. I see animals getting on, sometimes not getting on, but they have to not get on in order to survive. And their interaction with us is just amazing. The animals are beautiful. Particularly, I love cephalopods, the cuttlefish and the octopuses, because they're so intelligent. And again, I think they've got things to teach us. I've been very, very lucky in that, because I've met a number of Aboriginal elders who've taken me under their wing. Some of them are lawyers, actually, and taught me their way. I've gone out, I've lived on missions, I've sat with them over campfires, I've been invited to their summits. So I don't pretend to know everything that they know, but just knowing a gazillionth of what they know has put me in a better place to help. What you do on the land affects what happens in the water. The runoff, the bleaching, the runoff from the coal, it's poisoning the water system. They're building coal mines on that, the Great Artesian Basin, the greatest aquifer in the world. It's no secret voodoo what they're teaching me or people. And you can go and live with them on country. Just recently I was in Armidale, and there's a lovely old man by the name of Widders who teaches people how to care for the waterways and the land up in Dorrigo. So it's very simple. It's just stop damaging it.